SVG's Jason Dachman. We're here in Las Vegas at the 2025 NAB Show, and you can't go to any NAB show without checking out what Grass Valley has in store at their booth. And we're here with the newly appointed CEO of Grass, John Wilson. John, thanks so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, Jason. Great to see you.
So, as I just mentioned, you officially today were named as the CEO of one of the more storied companies in the industry, and we're super excited to see what you guys have in store. So, tell us a little bit about some of the pillars you'll be operating by, how you see the company playing out in the next few months.
Yeah, absolutely, Jason. Happy to. So, really important to understand. From when I joined 18 months back, Louis and I planned on this transition. Right, that was the expectation that he set. But again, it's always you got to earn it. Right? And what's been great is because we've made some really substantive progress over the last 18 months with the business and the momentum, right? Louis got comfortable really about 9 months ago, starting to take a step back, allowing myself and the leadership team to really run the day-to-day operations of the business. And then what that means strategically for us is it's just we keep going, right? We keep building on the strategy because it's working. Furthermore, what I'd say is then where do we double down? Right? And so where we're going to be doubling down is a relentless focus on customer success. We just brought in a new leader to our leadership team, just announced the other day, Claudio Chabas, who's based in Montreal, to lead our customer success organization. Really excited to have Claudio back on board with his broadcast expertise. He's going to help accelerate those outcomes for customers. That coupled with really maintaining our focus on innovation, right? And it's innovation across the Grass Valley media universe, centered around AMP, but it starts with cameras, switchers, everything across the heritage that we have at Grass Valley of 65 plus years of leadership and innovation. That's what we're going to continue to drive for.
Let's talk about that. We're going to see some of that here in Vegas, right? Some of the new additions to the portfolio. You mentioned it. Look, there's certainly been a lot of focus on AMP, on the Grass Valley media universe, and that will continue, I'm sure. But cameras are exciting. So let's start there, shall we? There was a new camera announced just today. Tell us a little bit about that, and I believe a new switcher as well.
Yeah, so the LDX 180 is our new camera. It's part of the LDX 100 range, which means you get all the benefits of the flexibility and capabilities of the LDX 100 cameras, but now with a filmic super slow-mo look in the LDX 180. So this is going to be a high-end camera, really to capture those filmic looks in the sports environments. We're excited to bring that to market. That'll be in the fall of this year is when we expect it to be shipping. Furthermore, on cameras, Jason, you mentioned they're really important to the portfolio. Absolutely. They grew 70% last year. Our camera business grew 70% last year, right? And so when I think about the momentum we're having in the business, cameras are core to that part of the business. Move to switchers, switch to switcher.
Right.
We're bringing
Grass.
Exactly, right? It's Grass. That's our heritage, our DNA. So we're bringing out a new VXP switcher. So this is a mid-tier switcher to address the mid-market, right? But also small OB trucks as well. But with that, again, just like the LDX 180 camera, where it's part of the LDX 100 range, the VXP switcher is part of the K-frame series as well, right? And what that means is you get all the benefits and flexibility of a common ecosystem of Grass Valley products. And so then coming back to AMP, that's how it also all fits together, right? Everything we're doing at Grass Valley is tied around integrating more and more of our products to give our customers more seamless experiences, to run their operations more efficiently, more effectively, and ultimately save them money.
Let's stay on that. Moving forward, we certainly are seeing the trends that have happened over the last 5 years increase. It's why there's interest in AMP, moving to the cloud, moving to software-defined workflows, moving towards that agility and flexibility that you can do. How are you guys, aside from kind of what you just mentioned, how are you guys trying to serve those needs, and how do you see those trends evolving over the next, say, 12 to 18 months?
Yeah. What's been really exciting, Jason, is in the last 12 months, we've really seen the momentum accelerate. And that's as a result of we've been, I'll say maybe incubating a number of really important tier one commercial deployments that we needed to further harden the product to be ready for a tier one deployment with those customers. Now we've been able to get there. The likes of DMC and many other customers in the live sports environment, right? Those have begun to accelerate. And so now where do we go next? Well, again, our relentless focus on customer success, right? Making sure our teams are prepared to support our customers as they make these transitions, hardening our products, right? Such that we understand live sports, we understand broadcast incredibly well at Grass Valley, but this is a new environment that our customers are going to be operating in along with us as they move to software-defined and cloud-native solutions. but it's partnering with our customers and again, maintaining that relentless focus on driving great outcomes for them.
Excellent. John, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're super busy. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, Jason.
And
Thank you.
congrats on the new position. For
Thanks,
more news from the NAB Show, stay tuned to the Sports Tech at NAB blog at sportsvideo.org. And make sure to check out Grass Valley's website for more info on these new announcements coming out of Vegas.